I got a sad story for you. I was shunned by two beautiful women, Jehovah's Witnesses. One's 50 years old, one's 26. Let me tell you a story. What happened was this. I took a job, it didn't pay really well, but I'm home early. And I'm home early to take your phone calls, to take the emails, to do my job as GG for GB, and then also do work in the afternoon. But when I would get to the office, the warehouse, in Arizona, it's 115 degrees, 18 degrees, and the warehouse was even hotter. And, it's just like an oven, and poor girls suffering, working. And then, you know, they need cold drinks. So I would bring these cold drinks in my bag. So then another little girl, 26 years old, beautiful girl, beautiful girl, beautiful girl, 26 years old. She comes into work, and then she said, like, well, is Gilbert hitting up on me? And the 50-year-old lady says, no, 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 Gilbert's been doing this before. And I've always been polite. And then one in July, I was like, so where's the La Nina, the little girl? I would call her the little girl, the Nina. And then she goes, oh, well, she went to an assembly. It was Friday. Well, boom, boom, two and two together. She's a Jehovah's Witness. I didn't bring up spirituality at all, nothing. But the closest I got to spirituality talking to these Jehovah's Witnesses was, she goes, why do you do this? Why do you buy us stuff? I go, well, because Jesus says treat people the way you like to be treated. And also, I believe in karma. I believe that if we treat people well, it comes back. And then sure enough, I would go, I would do other things in the afternoon, and I would get back tenfold whatever I gave them in drinks. So, um, ooh, things changed. And then what happened was she was going to run a marathon in northern Phoenix. And she's like, kind of like, do you want to go and be there cheerleading her as she's coming down? Jehovah's Witness mom is going to go out in field service and isn't going to be there. Jehovah's Witness mom is not going to be there because she's too busy knocking on doors or doing whatever. So I really wanted to go, but I decided not to go. So then Monday comes around, and she's like, oh, no, 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 it's okay. And I just kind of, and then the 50-year-old lady says, Gilbert, she was looking for you. She was she was looking all around, hoping you were there. So Tuesday, which was yesterday, I told her, I go, listen, there was nothing more I wanted to do or be than to be there Saturday to cheer you on. I'm so sorry. She goes, Gilbert, no, 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 she didn't say Gilbert because she didn't know my name. She goes, it's okay, I'm not mad. I go, no, no, you don't understand. You're not mad, but you're going to be mad. You're going to be very upset. Because now I didn't tell you my name. I didn't tell you who I was because it wasn't important. But now that things have changed, I couldn't be there because if somebody would have recognized me and they would have known who I was, and you would have been, it would open up a can of worms. And she goes, what are you, a narcotic, trafficker? I go, you'd wish. I'm worse. So Wednesday comes around. She's going to look me up. Wednesday, which is today. And I go in there, not a word. The 50-year-old woman is like, can you put the box here? Can you do this here? This professional. So I go, hey, do you guys? She's like, no, no, thank you. The other 26-year-old girl doesn't even acknowledge that I exist, like a ghost. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to go and bring a bigger ice chest that holds twice as much, and I'm going to be giving to everybody, more people. I'll spend more money to give to more people the drinks because Jesus said, if they don't want to come into the banquet, well, then invite the people from outside. Invite more people to come outside because if you don't appreciate it, we'll come in. But I'm not mad. I've been slapped on my face all the time. I don't know why. Women like to slap me in my face and hurt me, which is fine, which is fine. It's the story of my life. It's like Ronnie Dangerfield. I get no respect. But I want to show you this clip because it's very important. It comes from My Fair Lady, and you'll kind of get the gist of what's happening here.
Sheets.
Oh, in short, you want me to be as infatuated about you as he is that it?
No, I don't. That's not the sort of feeling I want from you. I want a little kindness. I know I'm a common ignorant girl and you're a book-learned gentleman, but I'm not dirt under your feet. What I did was not for the taxis and the dresses, but because we were pleasant together, and I came to care for you. Not to want you to make love to me, and not forgetting the difference between us, but more friendly-like.
Well, of course, that's how I feel.
So you see, the thing about My Fair Lady is that she loved Rex Harrison, and Rex Harrison had come to love her. But like she said, it's not in a sexual way. They were a family. Everybody there, they just loved each other. They were a family. And it was a friendly like. And this is what happens to you too. All of your life, you have had these encounters where you run into people that you just really like kindred spirits for whatever reason. But along comes Jehovah and his representatives in Watchtower, and he destroys everything. Let me show you a clip from jw.org, and you see that clip right there? So jw.org is saying that these two women are going to be happy if they do the Jehovah thing. But if you notice the picture where the girls are angry, there's a cross on the wall. That could not be farther from the truth. The reason this conflict exists of shunning, where they destroyed the friendship, is because they don't have Jesus and they have Jehovah. Jehovah's the problem. They have that picture in reverse. Jehovah's the one destroying friendships, friendly relationships that have nothing to do with sex, but have everything to do with the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We all know, well, not all of you, because a lot of you, you guys were asleep at the Kingdom Hall. But when Watchtower talks about the Greek word love, it's the erotic love that's not in the Bible. But eros, stergos, and agape, you've heard agape. So the family-like love that you have for your brother, sister, mom, and dad, the erotic love. But Audrey Hepburn in that scene is talking about the philia, the brotherly love, the city of brotherly love. And you've experienced this. You've come to love somebody and really care about them and wish them well and be their cheerleader. Why? Because you're kindred spirits, the city of brotherly love. And Jehovah comes in and destroys everything. So the problem that this young girl doesn't, and these both women don't understand, is I'm not just any apostate. I'm GG for GB. I actually have it in writing where Watchtower says, Gilbert, Jehovah does not want you. Jehovah will put you in jail. Signed, Watchtower Bible and Tract Society. Well, take it back. Very truly yours, Watchtower Bible and Tract Society. Jehovah will destroy everything that we built, but they don't have the city of brotherly love. Just like that picture, it's really inverted. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that I'm not just any apostate, like I told this girl. I am la lechera, because she speaks Spanish. What is la lechera? It's condensed milk, sweetened. So in the apostasy world, in the Jehovah's Witness world, you got gallons and gallons and gallons of information. GG for GB has condensed it down to a can. And hence, la lechera. I'm sweet in a single can. Because this is what the message is. Accept your birthright. God is your father. You are his son and daughter. Let no man get between you and your father. In the very beginning, God made Adam and he made Eve. And who got in between Adam and Eve? Satan, the devil. And since that day up until today, this is all that we see. We see white gringos in New York, because she's Mexican, right? They're Mexican girls. White gringos in New York are always getting involved in people's relationships. Not only their relationship with God our Father and Jesus Christ, but even if you don't believe that, we still have relationships as human beings. But no! Since the very beginning, Satan is always getting involved in between you and your relationships. But along comes La Lechera, the GB, GG for GB, and he condenses the message into a single can, a sweet can. And that's what I'm telling you guys. If you just read the voting ballot, go to ggforgb.com and print it in Russian if you speak Russian, German, or Japanese, and say, Gilbert, condense this for me. And you'll see that all of the problems that we have is because of Jehovah. Jehovah is always getting involved in your relationships. He's a busybody. Jehovah's a busybody. And this is why, like Audrey Hepburn says, friendly-like.
More friendly-like.
You can't have friends as Jehovah's Witnesses because Jehovah's the busybody. So please, guys, if you like this video, come on, vote for me. You'll love it. You'll send it to Watchtower, 50 cents, and you'll say, hey, Gigi's right. He condensed it down and he's sweet, like condensed milk. He kept the message simple, like Jesus. He spoke for 15 minutes on the Sermon on the Mount, and he says, go and to put into practice everything that I've taught you. Guys, the message is very simple. Jehovah's a busybody. And don't let nobody get between you and your Father. So, will you do me a favor? Those of you who are of the Christian faith, or if you have other religious faith, pray for my friends. Because this is what we do. We turn the other cheek as Christians. And it hurts. But pray. And when you say, Jesus, help Gilbert's friends, please. I would appreciate that a lot if you would do that. Even in the comment, if you would on the comment section put, Jesus, please open up the eyes of these women. They're beautiful women. And you would love them just as much as I do. And I know that because I know you have these experiences that I do. And also, I made this video to remind you that the GG for GB is reminding you that we pray for Jehovah's Witnesses. But the governing body, they threaten us with jail. The governing body threatens us with jail. But this elected member of the governing body says pray for Jehovah's Witnesses. Because the current member of the governing body, they don't pray for you. Don't you ever forget that. This GG for GB is saying pray for the Jehovah's Witnesses. Because they, under the direction of the governing body, will never pray for their enemies. That's all I have. I hope you like this video. And oh my gosh, it's 6 minutes less than my Spanish video. I can't believe that. Maybe I speak slower in Spanish. But I hope you like it, guys. And pray. God, please pray for these beautiful, beautiful women. Because when you pray for these beautiful women, you're not just praying for them, but all across this country, all across the world, there's beautiful people just like them. Everywhere. They're everywhere. You see it and I see it now. Okay, that's all I got, guys. Guys, I forgot. Another can of sweet condensed milk because I'm GG for GB, condensing everything into a sweet little can. Our beautiful sisters, we got to pray for them because they are filled with fear. When they saw me drove up today, I was like, oh my God, there's Gilbert, the son of Satan. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. There is no fear in love. God is love. Jesus is love. So Watchtower, those guys in New York have you all afraid. Don't talk to the disfellowship. Don't talk to the apostate. Everybody's in fear. And fear is the path to the dark side because there is no love in fear. There is no God in fear. Fear leads you to anger, and it leads you to hate, and it leads you to suffering. So guys, never forget that. That is a can of sweet, sweet condensed milk.
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Do you know what's wrong with you?
GG.
No, what?
Nothing.